All right, what is going on YouTube? We are back again today, and we're back out continuing our Covington tour of homes here. And we looked at a very unique Victorian home last video that was indeed the largest home I've covered to date. Now, this one that we're looking at today is no small exception itself. So, without further ado, we're going to take a look at this European style home located out here in Covington. Okay, as we take a look at the side of the property. Now, we did look at a couple of homes on the side of the home, actually. We did look at a couple of homes here on this out in here in Covington that had different layouts or different reasonings for that might fit a particular buyer. So we had one house that had about 2 acres. The last one we looked at had 1 and some change. So they all kind of have their own type of privacy. As we get ready to go ahead and enter this all brick style home here, what I would point out is if you look at the neighborhood, it is kind of tight in here. The driveway is quite short, so 2 cars could pretty much fit in there. So it's really tight here for this particular listing for this location. But we're gonna go ahead and take a step in, and this door is heavy, y'all. That door is heavy. All right. Now we are inside of the property, of the home rather. All right. And we have our chandelier greeting us as we step in. We have our nice design on the floor. Immediately over to the right, we have a port window, which is a nice, cool feature as you're able to kind of look out into the town here. Okay. We have our large shutter type blinds and another port window heading upstairs. It is a spiral stairway, at least a partial spiral, and we'll look at that again later. So as we continue in over to the right, this is just a small porch area for the home. That's pretty nice. I like it. Even has his own light right here as well. Pretty neat. Okay, and there's an archway theme in here as well. You guys know I do love the look of arches. It gives the home a unique style. This home, I want to say, was built in 2007. Immediately to the left, coming in, there is a coat closet. Okay, and those look like covers for your port windows as well. Shutter covers for the port windows, which is pretty cool. Tall doors in this home too. You have that dark wood theme throughout. Nice tile coming in. A lighter color tile probably would have been good here, but I'm not sure. It depends on, I guess, the traffic coming in. So we'll go ahead and work our way over into the kitchen area. So this is the kitchen of the home. Right here. And this is a large home, guys. I want to say we're somewhere in a little over 6,600 square feet. Let's take a look at the barn right here. For the kitchen, the serving bar. We have our designs in the wood right here. So built in 2007, but very reminiscent of the Victorian home we saw with a lot of wood and wood designs. A little bit of a darker tone here too for the kitchen. It's still very nice. You got under cabinet lighting as well. Your stainless steel burners. This is your Viking appliance package. It looks pretty nice. We'll get busy on that right there. And you got your backdrop or your backsplash for over your stove area. No pot filler. Wasn't as popular in 2007, I'm assuming. And there's your hood under there. There you go. And it's nicely integrated with this wood feature above as well. Okay. A lot of counter space in here too. A lot of counter space. Now, I don't see a refrigerator. Maybe we'll find it. Maybe you guys know. And you gotta have 3 sinks because one is just not enough. So we got our double basin sink here, and I'm assuming that one over there is like the prep sink, or vice versa, however you want to do it really. But this is for a kitchen to somebody that likes to get down. We do have the fancy microwave right in front of us, the Shark microwave. We got a dishwasher right here in front of us, and this smaller inner island. Okay, what do you guys think about this kitchen layout? Do you think it works? It's a little unconventional in the way that you got your burner over here to the left, you got your sink, but your stove, or your oven, excuse me, is way over into the distance. Okay. And I know you guys see this door, this gate door right here. So this is actually the fridge. So it's integrated into the cabinets, which is a nice touch. It's the freezer. So it's like a split double fridge basically on either side of this entryway. Okay. Now check this out. Now I know y'all probably saw this as soon as we walked in the kitchen. Y'all were like, what is that? So when I first walked through here, I was like, what is this? Because this door was open. So let's open the door. So we open this door and walk in. First of all, I gotta say, I like the back wall. I like walking in and seeing this wall right in front of me. And with the low lighting, and also look at the ceiling. The ceiling itself looks like a barrel finish because it has the bands in the wood. Excellent, excellent look. Okay. And then right here you have just got your cabinets and for storage right here, which obviously you can use for your pantry because this would definitely be like a walk-in pantry. You got this wall textured out to like a stone like type finish, but it just has a texture painting on it, but it looks good. It really looks good. It matches well with the stone here. Then you come over here and you got your temperature control wine cellar. This is beautiful, guys. Look at that. Look at that layout. That is one for the books. And then you got your steps going down to access it. Excellent. Excellent. What do you guys think? Is this something that you got it, that's a must-have in your house? Is this something that would actually sell the house for you? It has its own space in there, which is excellent. So from the kitchen, we have a view out into the family room area right here. And you guys know me in the bigger houses, I do get lost. As we take a look over in there, they do have the home beautifully staged as well with the nice coffered ceilings. We got some designs up there too. And then in this ceiling has its own kind of like textured painting up here as well, right over the breakfast nook section. That looks really, really good. So as we make our way down the hallway, this is the 2-car garage. So you do have a spacious garage down there, 2-car garage, but not much in the way of a driveway. We are sitting on 0.2 acres. So it's not a lot. Like I said, it's pretty tight in here. This wallpaper has me quite dizzy. Okay. The wide molding throughout the home and the ceiling is a nice touch as well. And we do have a small sink here in the corner. This is a full bath because you have your shower right here. So it's not bad. The wallpaper though is a bit much. You do have a view out into the pool as well. So this property does have a pool and like a courtyard type setup as well. Okay, so we continue down the hallway. We have our connections for the laundry room. That looks good. You got your bar up top to hang your clothes. Okay, you got your sink here. The cabinets are nice too. Almost looks like a metal finish, but it's just a smooth paint on vinyl. Looks good. Okay, and then right here, this is basically just another utility closet. So it looks like they have also been doing some work in here too, either taking some things out or in the process of moving. I have to check to see how long this home has been on the market. But look at the wide door molding too. That's definitely a nice touch. The home has character for sure. Floors are in good shape. You know, I always check out the floors when they come in the house, especially the wood floors. They're in decent shape. Could use some sweeping and mopping, but not bad. So we got another door right here. Another closet. Okay. And we have another sink in here. So I guess this would kind of be like another prep area, I guess you could say, because you got tons of cabinet space in here, tons of storage. You got the sink over in the corner, and out here you have, I like this door too. Check this door out. Look at that. Look where the door handle is. I like little stuff like that. The little half circle, that's pretty neat. So out here you have your, basically it's like a courtyard. So you have your pool courtyard, your own private area, because you have your walls up right here for privacy. So then you have your outdoor kitchen with your Viking appliance package. Okay, so you got a sink right here, then you got a sink in there, okay? But you got your own outdoor fridge out here, which I'm not sure if that's working, but looks like it had been used in the house. Okay. You got your pool. So this is the inside of the property or the courtyard area. Nice size pool, very high up. And then this feature of the home is very prominent as well. Nice large slate tile. A lot of room out here, a lot of sitting room. You got your hot tub in the background there. You got room to even put more seating out here, more entertainment. And then you can see into the family room straight through the home there as well. So we'll take our tour back inside. Pool definitely needs some cleaning, that's for sure. What do you guys think so far? What do you think so far? Okay. So we come back, we'll head up the stairs. Okay. This is the bonus room. So, lights here. So basically this is the bonus room, or some call it the frog room, the free room over garage, because the garage is right below us. And this is finished out with a wood floor as well. And it feels quite conditioned up here too. A lot of times bonus rooms, especially built in 2007, would only have one or just a couple of supply HVAC louvers to condition the space, but this one has quite a few. And you can tell it feels nice up here. And so those looks like the extra shutters for the window that they just stored up here. So pretty nice. A lot of space up here too, high ceilings. Beautiful home, beautiful. With the short windows, the windows are pretty low. Okay, so we'll come out here. So let me know what you guys think. Definitely a unique home. I mean, very unique floor plan, very unique designs, for sure. Definitely unique. So coming out of there, I believe we've looked at everything on this side. Okay, and there's another look at the beautiful kitchen. And if you notice, the islands have like the island and the serving bar have a contour that they follow. So they follow like a, kind of like a crescent contour as well. It's a nice view. It's a pretty nice touch. Okay. And there's a view into the foyer right here through the archway. That looks really good. The chandelier kind of catches the very top of that arch. And I don't know if I got it last time, but there's designs up here in the top of the arch too. Almost like a mini coffer type look. It's a very nice feature. At least something that's different. Okay, so as we work our way into the main, or into the family room area, we got this huge fireplace. Once again, you can just basically crouch down in there. I mean, that's a very large vanity. Not vanity, excuse me, fireplace panel. You could still kind of pretty much get a TV up there. Okay. That looks pretty good. Looks real good. Okay. So as we head on over, this is, can you guys guess? I'm pretty sure you know what it is. So we'll start over to the right. So you got your counter space with your nice, basically your browns and your grays. Countertop, that's a beautiful countertop with your backsplash. And you got your sink here. There's no shortage of sinks in here, that's for sure. A lot of cabinets, a lot of storage. And if you notice, the sound changed. And that's because this is this home's theater room. So you can see the theater seating, which is elevated like it's supposed to be over the first row. And they have the dark carpets. They don't have the black ceilings, but they do have the black backdrop for the TV here. So they got a TV screen on this wall, but they also have a projector up here in the ceiling. So, and if you notice, the ceiling has that nice wood look. We've actually seen that look in another home as well, another home built in the early 1900s. So a very nostalgic design there. This home kind of hints to those things. Okay, and they even got some design here on the wall, and this wall is padded just like our other home that we looked at last. So just like the Victorian house, this wall, I don't know if you guys can see that as I press into it, is padded. So this is a padded wall, and that helps with the sound bouncing back and forth off the wall when it comes through as you're watching your favorite movie right here on the screen. So really, really nice. Nice setup, nice and clean. And you don't even have to leave the theater. They go to the bathroom. You know why? Because there's a pass-through. So here's your sink right here, your vanity sink here. Here's your toilet. Now there's no mirror up here currently, but it looks like they did have something up right here. And you got your nice pendant fixtures in here. Okay, so even in here, it's a very like dim theme. So very, very nice and unique. Now coming out of there, you have what looks to be kind of like a preliminary, like a small sitting room, or at least that's how they set it up. And so once again, you pretty much got wood from floor to ceiling in here as well, with these coffer ceilings with the different designs up there as well. You got your recessed lighting for nice bright light in here. Okay, like I said, once again, it is beautifully staged. And then behind us coming in, that's what that door looks like closed, so it kind of blends in with the wall. You got your bookshelf here. And over to the right, that's actually going out into the family room, okay? So you got your shelving here. So this entire area right here can be just a relaxing area or a sitting area, an entertainment area, okay? Look at the design of the wood on the wall, like that rope design. That is neat. A very custom home. It's just nice to see such designs. You see the lion's head and aligns feet. And there's columns on the mantle as well for the fireplace. Okay. Let me know what you guys think. What would you rate this home, or what makes this home different or unique for you to make your prospective buyer? Now, I didn't even see this when I first came in this room, so this will be the primary bedroom. And look at this chandelier up here, guys. So I'll try to see if I can find some lights in here. It looks like it's a different color, like we got like a bluish color in here, maybe. A very light blue, but you can see that crown molding, it has a design within it. The chandelier with the medallion at the base, which is a very nostalgic type design. High ceiling in this home as well, for this room anyway. Then over here you have your fireplace for your primary suite, with your two cabinet closets right next to it. And they have their TV mounted above it as well. So that fireplace kind of works for both rooms. Well, it does, because it's basically a pass-through. Okay. There we go. You got your high windows, so you do get some privacy. And this on this door right here, this is what we saw up in the bonus room, the room above the garage. These are just covers for these doors, for the windows on the doors. So if you wanted the privacy, you could kind of close that. And they have those extra ones upstairs in that room. And a lot of times too, people just, believe it or not, tend to forget about stuff like that. You get so excited and wrapped up in what you're seeing, and sometimes you kind of forget to be like, hey, do these covers come with the house? So it's always good to ask. I mean, they will if it's laid out to do so. So also, I'm gonna get y'all some lights to turn. Come on, let's see if we can turn some lights on. Okay, there's the chandelier. So that's lighting above the first kind of level of the ceiling. So basically that's like ambiance lighting. And then that's lighting for a display or what would have been a picture over the fireplace, okay? All right, so coming in here, we just still on the first floor, man. So this is the primary bathroom, okay? Look at this mirror. No touch light mirror here, okay? And you've got your sink there, and then over to your left, you got the closet. I'm thinking it might be split closets because this seems kind of small, but it is a walk-in nonetheless, with your wood background, and you got your safe here as well. Okay. A lot of people nowadays do like brighter lighting in closets, and I get it, so they can kind of see what's going on. Then you have, this essentially is your wet room, right? Can we get some lights in there? Let's see. Maybe, maybe not. I don't see any switches. Could be on the other side. But basically, this is your wet room. So you got your one shower. You got your basically your rain. I guess you would call it like your raindrop or rainfall shower head. And you got all these benches in the shower. There's one right here, and there's an entire room over here as well. So that essentially is the sauna right here, because this has a door to it. So that door closes, and then that acts as the sauna because it's closed from the top to the bottom. I know it's hard to see because it's kind of dark, but sorry about that. But yeah, that's how that operates. So pretty big shower for sure. Then right in front of the shower is this tub. Y'all look at this tub, man. I mean, look at this tub. I mean, is this a grand tub or not? I mean, large step-up garden tub, pretty deep. You got your jets in there as well, and then you even have your fireplace right next to the tub, okay? So definitely for those that love the bath time. And then if you look up, you got your chandelier in here, similar to the one that's in the bedroom. And then you have they have that underlighting as well, right above that molding. So the ceiling itself kind of gives like a disconnected look, and it kind of breaks up the wall, which really changes how this bathroom is kind of laid out and feels. Even with the darker color, a lot of times darker colors make bathrooms feel small. Okay, I found some switches, y'all. All right, so let's go back to the shower. Let's revisit that one more time. Okay. So there's your bench that I was telling you about. I don't know what you're supposed to do with it. I guess you turn that on and you just kind of roll around. And that gets your back. And then this is your sauna right here. Okay. So yeah, definitely a shower, definitely a true wet room for sure. And you got your nice designs in there as well. Okay. All right, and then this right here is likely the linen closet. No, I'm sorry, this is the water closet. Okay, they definitely like this dark paper, and you got your bidet down there as well. That is not a child sink, for those that don't know. All right, and then yeah, this is the second half of that. This is the second half of that primary closet. So this closet has a safe as well. So walk into, although it feels like it's a little bit bigger than the other one. I don't know. This might be the wife's closet because it's more spaces to put shoes in here. All right. And that's that mirror from over here, how that looks under the lighting. And then this is the second vanity as well. Okay. But this tub though, y'all, is crazy. I mean, look at this. Definitely grand, definitely has a grand feeling to it. So that is the primary bedroom area, okay? So we'll come out of there. I know y'all, this is another long one, I'm sorry. I should have said strap in at the beginning, okay? So we're coming out of here. And we're gonna try to get back to a common area as we go through all of these doors and pass-throughs. Don't get lost now, okay? Because I sure would. Back to the family room area, okay? So that concludes the tour on the first floor. Now, let's take a look at the second floor, all right? Let's work our way upstairs. Like we mentioned before, the shutter cover for those are in the closet, all right? So you're gonna come up the stairs, the spiral staircase, and you can see that's pretty much how those covers attach to the windows, those blinds. How do you guys feel about the port windows? Okay, as we work our way up, before we go up to the second level, I did want to show you the look here. So that chandelier is basically on one long chain. So it's actually two fixtures. So that first one we're looking at is the one up here on the second floor in the foyer. And then there's another that goes down that chain in the middle of the screen. And then it kind of goes down, and that's the one you see right here. So that is definitely unique as we come up to the second floor, okay? And then this right here, I guess showing you guys this way would have been better. So as you can see, that chandelier's on that chain. They're all on the same chain. So that's unique. This is the first time I've ever seen something like that. Comment below if you've seen that before. And this is just a, almost, I equate it to like a lighthouse walk around kind of feel to it. Okay. And we're gonna go and start looking at the other bedrooms. This is a 5-bedroom, 6-bath. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before. Okay. And this is some of your yard or your lot, basically. So we're gonna go into the first guest bedroom here. A few different color schemes in here. This is like a greenish color. Okay, and you got your Closet right here, big closet. Not necessarily a full walk-in closet, but pretty good size. Nonetheless, okay, come out of there. So very nice sized bedroom. At least I think so. What do you guys think? Comment below. Okay. We do have adjoining vanity right here. Okay. What is this? Okay, so this is just a linen closet. They did put like that wood on the background of most of the closets. I guess it did give it a type of style to it. This is the toilet. I want to say that the shower is behind us. Yes, it is. That's the shower with the the elaborate shower curtain. It's a unique tile design on that right here though. A lot of that texturing. All right. Come out of here. So basically that was like a Jack and Jill setup. This room has this own vanity right here before you even enter into the shower. It's larger than the other one, I believe. And this is that other bedroom. So very nice sized bedrooms in this house. A lot of these guest bedrooms are the size of some homes' primary bedroom. Okay, this is the corner of the room. So very spacious, guys. That could definitely be a selling point for this house. All right, and there's the closets. One here, and then you got one over here. All right. Yep, another long tour, guys. We're not done yet. Now, this may bother some people. That house that we're looking at over here is not part of this house. So that's a different house. That is your neighbor, okay? So, some people may not have an issue with that. Some may, okay? Especially for this here particular price point. Like I said, the area that we're in is pretty tight. And that pretty much showed it. And then if we look out here, we kind of get the view of the courtyard where the pool is, okay? I can angle that so y'all can get a good look. It's kind of bright coming off the roof. But over in the distance, over there, that house is not part of this house, which is why they built this wall. They built this wall right here so high. So as you're down in the courtyard, you got your privacy down there. Nobody can really see what's going on. So coming out of that second guest bedroom, we have basically kind of like a study in the hallway, or this could be like a study area. You just don't have any seating, but you can put your books or whatnot there. Okay. And then it need to clean it up a little bit. The spiders are kind of taking over the floor down here. All right, and those are our unique fixtures. I don't want to miss those. You got your medallions at the base of those as well. It's a nice look. All right, like I said, once again, the floors are in excellent condition. Very high baseboard as well. Okay, so we're coming out of there, and this is what is this? It's hot in here. That's what it is. So this is just basically more storage space. From what I could tell, or just basically you can use it as a closet because it's hot in here, so it's not conditioned. Yeah, and this is basically the attic space. You can't really see it in front of you, but in front of you, that's the air handler for the home. So essentially, this door was open when we walked in here. If that door is open, it will make this area even hotter because there's no ventilation in here, so that'll make it worse. But nonetheless, that's what this room is. Okay, so coming out the hot box, we're going into our next guest bedroom. I believe this is number 3. Help me keep track in the comments. Okay, you got your big area rug, and once again, this is a decent sized room. Now, the light fixture is interesting. Maybe they didn't quite use it as a bedroom, but nonetheless, it is a sizable room. You do have your closet here. This may have been used as an office, you know, think about it. Okay, you got your closet area there. I don't know what color that wall is, like some type of aqua. All right. Just a lot of cubbies, cubby spaces in the closet. So I'm thinking that they may have just used this as an office. You do have a full bathroom here with a very unique sink. All right. And then that wallpaper is busy, but you know, it works. And then you got your shower here as well, okay? There's a design on the tile in the back too, right here. As you can see, that's pretty cool, okay? It's a busy wallpaper, but it does contrast well with the tile, in my opinion. But yeah, so much. And then you got this unique window right here in front of us. At least I think is pretty interesting. So you can kind of open this up and you can get your view over into the courtyard. So what is unique about this house, at least I think so, is that most of the rooms up here, at least that we've seen, well, at least like maybe like 2 of them or 3 of them, have like a view over into the courtyard. This one for sure, and then the one back behind this wall right here, you can kind of see over into the courtyard. So that's at least 2. And then you come over here into this 3rd sitting room right here with your counter spaces, almost like a reader's dream. This is, you're kind of tucked off by yourself. It's conditioned in here. This could definitely be like a meditation space, or maybe even a small office. You have your seating, you have your desk area right here, your work area. And then you could also see over into the pool. So definitely built the views of this home to center around being able to look out over into that courtyard area where the pool is, okay? And there's some unique storage here. This is a good utilization of space instead of just leaving that without a use. They kind of put shelves in there, made corner shelving. So I think stuff like that is neat. And then the molding up there has a unique design in it. I'm not sure what that is, but as you can see all the way across. So that's pretty neat, okay? All right. All right, we will continue on. So I think that concludes the 2nd floor. Now let's go ahead and work our way up again to the highest point in the house. There are no rooms up here, but this is basically the crow's nest, or the area lookout from that, from the round portion of this house on the outside. So when we came in, I was filming the exterior of the home, and you saw where we're standing in right now as a large feature on the side of the house that kind of pretty much stood out, that was round. And that's basically where we are now. As we wrap around, we can kind of get a bird's eye view of the lot and the pathways along multiple sides of the property, because we're in a circle or in a radius, okay? So I do think that's unique. They did put cabinets up, a countertop up here with storage, so they also may have used this for office space as well, so, which is unique. And as we look down, that is all the way down to the 1st floor where we came in, and that's your floor design in your foyer. So, and this is, I said 2 fixtures, there's 3 fixtures on this chain. That's 1, all right, it's 2, and then it's number 3, way down at the bottom. All right, guys, so let's get down in the kitchen. This has been another long one. Let's wrap it up quick and let's talk numbers, okay? See y'all in a bit. So that concludes our tour of this here property located out here in Covington, Georgia. So we've been on a tour throughout Covington. We've seen a few homes thus far that had different price points, that also had different layouts, especially when it came to the lot. So speaking of the lot itself, this house sits on 0.20 acres. Now I mentioned before that coming in here is tight. So what I mean by that is the house is spacious, it's pretty open. You're looking at 6,642 square feet. So it's plenty of room within the house. You don't have a lot of as in a lot of yard here. And you're very close to the neighbors. I mean, we're able to see almost directly into some of the neighbors' rooms as we tour some of the rooms within this here particular home. So to some, that may be a deal breaker, as beautiful as this home is, and to others, that may not be an issue at all. Some people don't want to deal with the maintenance of a large property, and they may not have an issue being within close proximity of their neighbor. I mean, you do have the privacy of the large blinds as well, so that may not be an issue. Now, with that being said, as I stated before, this home was built in 2007, but as we went through the home, they did a decent job of updating certain things in here. The home definitely has different flavors. It kind of almost feels like a Victorian home, like the property that we looked at prior to this one, that was also located minutes from downtown Covington. This is a 5-bedroom, 6-bath, and it is a all brick sided home, as we looked at on the exterior features coming in. And we're looking at 6,642 square feet. So what do you guys think about this particular home that we toured today? What are your thoughts? Would you be a buyer of a home this unique? I mean, the home has a lot to offer. You know, you have your own theater room that's very quiet, well done with the insulation for sound deadening. And then you also have this courtyard that I'm looking out into right now that has a pool that the home is kind of really centered around. So the home is really built to where almost wherever you are, you can kind of get a view into this courtyard. So once that's really nicely laid out, it really becomes the focal point of the house. It's open here as well too. When you come into the house, once you pass through the almost like a mini tunnel of the archways here behind me, you come up into an open family room, an open kitchen area. And one of my favorite features of this home is the wine cellar. I mean, walking into that wine cellar, almost puts it into like a different feel or a different perspective, because it dims, the lights are dimmed, and you have the ceiling that looks like a barrel, oak barrel, and then over to the left you have your wine cooler that's climate controlled with your storage above it as well. You even have your pantry in there too, and then you have the iron door entering into that area. So it's done just right. They did lighting pretty well in this home, so that a lot of the lighting kind of sets the tone. So what I want to know though, I don't want to keep you guys too long, is what was your favorite part of this home as we toured it today? And before you go, of course, we got to know how much they want for this home, right? So they're asking $1.23 million for this home. So $1,230,000 for this here particular property, okay? Now, they did do a price reduction. They were at $1.4 million, okay? And this home has been on the market, you guys ready for this one? 285 days. So, you know, we have the 100-day members club for listing homes. You know, this one passed the 250-day club. So really it's past the 280 days. So it's been on the market a while. And maybe some of the uniqueness in this home is hurting it. So, but let me know what you guys think. Why do you think it's not selling? So without further ado, I've kept you guys long enough with another long one. Thank you for staying here this long for this video, to this point in the video. It's been your favorite Bearded Agent. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.